Hey guys, welcome to 64 Tech Bits, and in this video we'll be looking into typecasting in Java. This is the third video of the Java series. If you wish to check out the whole series, click the link down in the description. So the very first question people have is, what exactly is typecasting? Typecasting is the process of converting one data type into another, and it's often used when you're working with different variables of different data types. And it's widely categorized into two categories, that is your implicit or automatic typecasting and explicit typecasting, right? And by the way, if you wish to write comments in Java, you can simply type two slashes and write a single line comment. But if you wish to write a multi-line comment, you can simply type slash star star slash and in this time enter, and here you can write your multi-line comment. But leave these comments for now and let's get back to typecasting. So as mentioned, there are two types. First is implicit, or it's also called automatic typecasting. So implicit or automatic typecasting. This generally happens when you're working with or trying to convert a smaller data type to a larger data type. To understand this better, let's dive into an example. So let's just assume you have an integer value x. So let's say int x equals 10, right? And you have, okay, this might be making some people. Okay. And then you have a variable, double variable y. So let's say double y equals x, right? And let's just print both these values. So system dot out dot println x, and I'll copy this whole thing. Right. Now what happens when you run this file? There'll be two outputs, and will they differ? Actually, no. The only difference will be in their format. The first one, since it's an int value, it will be a plain simple integer number. But when you map the x or the integer value to a double value, it gets converted to a decimal number. But it doesn't make sense, right? What exactly or what are we converting, or what automatically we are typecasting, right? So let's just try and understand with another variable. Let's just say you have a variable called z. Now z equals 3, and let's divide both of them with z. What would be the output when you run this file? Do you think it's the same? Well, most of them will. But once you run, you'll realize that the program or the Java program has automatically typecasted. Since we are dividing int versus int, the output should be an int, right? But here you have assigned the integer value to a double value, and when you divide the double value with an integer value, the answer would be a double value. So this phenomenon or this process is called implicit or automatic typecasting. And since you can see here, there is no net loss, right? No data has been lost while dividing or while performing the arithmetic operation. So this is all about implicit typecasting. Now, the scope of implicit typecasting is quite narrow because it's often used when you're trying to avoid data loss. And also this is done automatically by the compiler itself. So all you have to remember is the process or the principle where you're assigning the smaller data type to a larger data type, and your work is pretty much done. So let's dive deeper into explicit typecasting, or let's look into explicit typecasting. Let's move this example as of now. And explicit, or it's also called manual typecasting. Why? We'll see in time or two. Right? Now, manual or explicit typecasting is often used when you're trying to do the vice versa of implicit typecasting. That is, you're trying to assign the smaller, or you're trying to convert the larger data type to a smaller data type. So let's see this with an example, right? Let's say you have value int x equals 10, the same example, and let's just say double y here is 12.36, and let's just print the first statement. So let's just say x by y, or actually the other way around, y by x, right? So this is where the implicit typecasting would happen, where the answer should be a double value. But let's just assume I rather say same statement, that is system dot println, and I'll do y by x. But here I'll define that I want the answer in integer format. So you can simply open brackets and type the desired format you're looking for and just run the file. Here you can see the answer is 1.236 because of implicit typecasting. But when we have defined what you're looking for, so the larger data type is being converted to a smaller data type. Hence, the answer you're viewing here is integer rather than double. To sum up the differences between implicit and explicit typecasting is implicit typecasting happens automatically, whereas explicit typecasting has to be well defined. Secondly, implicit typecasting happens when you're trying to convert a smaller data type to a larger data type, whereas manual or explicit typecasting is often used when you are trying to convert a larger data type to a smaller data type. The third thing you should remember is implicit typecasting results in no data loss, and you do not lose the data or the precision points, that is, points after decimal. And in explicit typecasting, since you're converting a larger data type to a smaller data type, there is a net data loss or precision loss. So that's all about it for today. I hope you find this video helpful. I hope you have fully understood the concept of typecasting. So please do like and share the video, and do subscribe the channel to not miss another Java video. So thank you guys, take care, and we'll meet in the next video. Bye bye.